Hi, I'm Scott McFarland from News 4. I want to thank Dr. Hutchings, the students at T.C. Williams, Mayor Silberberg, and everybody else who's attending this important event. We spent the whole summer investigating the issue of bullying in Northern Virginia school districts and other school districts in D.C. and Maryland. We were surprised and somewhat troubled by some of the things we found. We found, among other things, a significant increase in the number of students locally who say they're being cyberbullied or bullied electronically, getting bullied on social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, which means they're being bullied in front of an audience, the hundreds or thousands of followers the bulliers have already. Take a look at our report. The start of the school year can be stressful for all of us. We buy the supplies, check the bus routes, and the new teachers. We can't watch our kids 24/7. How many of you have seen or heard bullying? Raise your hand. All right. How many of you have seen or heard bullying on social media? These four students at Bishop McNamara High in Forestville say even though they rarely see bullying in the hallways or their neighborhoods, it's unavoidable online.
I see it a lot. And I don't understand why people do that, because they don't know what's going on in other people's lives.
You may not see that person is really being hurt by it, but other people can see it.
Taunts and threats on social media could have an audience of thousands.
You might just think that you're like innocently teasing your friends and stuff, but they might be going through a bad day and you strike a nerve or something.
The News 4 I-Team wanted to know how much electronic bullying was happening with our local kids. So we reviewed internal student surveys issued by local health departments and local school districts. And we found at least 60,000 local kids reported bullying last year. And we found no school district is immune to it. Surveys in Arlington County show 1 of 3 students bullied was harassed on social media or by text. In Montgomery County, 9th graders reported being bullied more often on social media or via text than the older classmates. In D.C., LGBTQ students reported being targeted more often.
It can become very damaging. It never goes away.
Christine McComas knows the pain online bullying can cause.
So we shouldn't be surprised when excessive, horrendous bullying doesn't erupt somehow.
Her daughter Grace committed suicide after being bullied on Twitter. She was told to choke and die. I hope you kill yourself. These were actual written threats.
Mm-hmm. I hope you somehow see this and then cry yourself to sleep and then wake up and kill yourself. You might as well. You're a lousy piece of... aimed at a 14-year-old.
She says Grace didn't even have a Twitter account, but knew those tweets had hundreds of viewers.
It is instantaneously distributed.
McComas is lobbying for Maryland legislators to stiffen the law to make it illegal for someone to urge a kid to kill himself or herself through online bullying.
Being good citizens, not just in your school community, but also online, is critically important.
In Loudoun County, schools are taking a new approach to bullying, especially after a 2017 study to the Board of Supervisors said cyberbullying in particular needs to be addressed at school because nearly every kid comes with a smartphone. Assistant Superintendent Asia Jones tells the I-Team rather than expelling bullies, they're setting up conferences to allow victims to confront the alleged bullies before a school mediator.
We're in the business of educating students and empowering them to take responsibility for their learning.
Back at Bishop McNamara, students say they know it's a problem for all kids that needs to be addressed.
You have to be a lot more aware about what's going on in people's lives.
People just keep doing it, and I just don't think that that's okay. It just leads up to just more and more bad results. And people always wonder why people would do such things. It's because people are getting bullied.
Here's another sign things are changing. We're told 8 years ago, many schools and health departments didn't even ask kids about the risk of cyberbullying. Experts say when you meet your kids' teachers or principals later this month, ask them, what are they telling their students about bullying, both in school and out? Scott McFarland, News 4 I-Team. We're going to keep digging into this topic because it truly impacts everybody, whether they're a younger student, middle school, high school students. Bullying really is pervasive in schools, and prevention is something we all play a role in, not just media, not just law enforcement and school officials, but really community members, neighbors have to be looking out for bulliers and try to combat it every way they can. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of the forum.